Hey everyone, this is Eric Newell, CEO of Stone Ridge Software, and I'm here to talk to you about how to think about Copilot inside Microsoft Dynamics 365. So let's learn about how it's used in the various different Dynamics products, because there's a ton of great capability that you can take advantage of today, and even more that's going to come in the future. So Copilot is all over the business application suite today. So you've got Copilot for Microsoft 365, Copilot for Sales, Service, Copilot Studio. Those are all specific apps built around Copilot. But within your apps where you already have license to it, Copilot capability is coming in and is included as part of the platform. So you'll be able to see that in Business Central, customer engagement, finance and operations, as well as a lot of the Power Platform. So Power Apps, Power BI, Power Automate, and Power Pages. So in those Power tools, you'll be able to get going even faster. Like I know when I've created some Power Automate flows now, it's just very easy. You type in what you want and it gives you that flow already built for you. It's really a lot faster to be able to create those flows now with the Copilot capability. But I want to concentrate for this on what's in Dynamics 365. So we'll start with finance and operations. So finance and operations has added this new capability that's super useful for us that our team has used quite a bit, which is just to summarize the client and what's going on with that client. So here's an example from our system of invoices that we sent to a particular client. All of their payments have been on time. We've invoiced 2 sales orders, and it shows that we have no overdue customer invoices with this particular customer. Although if we did have them, you would see that in there as well. And then on the sidecar, or on the side of finance and operations, you now have this Copilot window, which can help you do a number of different things within the product, like, hey, where can I find the timesheet window? So I type that in and you can see the response that I got from that. And then one of the other things that Microsoft's talked a lot about is payment predictions. So if you have collections that you're tracking, it will tell you who to expect to pay on time and who to expect might pay late as well, depending on the history of that particular client. So this is just a few charts that show you what to expect from when you're going to get paid by your clients based on their historical performance. So that's a part of finance and operations as well now. So jumping over to customer engagement. So again, on the side, you've got the ability to take and get an account summary. So again, similar client that I pulled up in finance and operations, pulled them up on the Dynamics 365 side. It gives a summary for that client, how long they've been a client for us, what's the last opportunity that we had, how many opportunities have we closed for them over the years, and who's on point for our side to work with that particular client. So that's all stuff that I can see right away that would have otherwise taken me probably 10 minutes to find in the past. And then another thing you can do in the Copilot view at the beginning of opening up customer engagement, you can say, hey, what opportunities are expected to close today? And it will give you a list. We had 22 opportunities that were expected to close today, and you can see some of those that are in there as well. So now I can go in and inspect what's been going on with them, which ones are actually going to close, and which ones are going to push out. But there's even so much more in Copilot for Sales. So I'll share some more information about how we're using Copilot for Sales, but it's basically taking some of the customer engagement functionality and pulling it back into Outlook and into Teams. So as you're interacting with an email, we'll say, do you want to update this opportunity based on the date that they said it might close now in their previous email? And you can just say yes, and it will update CRM to reflect that, so you don't have to then go back into CRM to be able to make those updates. So Copilot for Sales is really part of this vision of having like an autonomous CRM and the autonomous ERP vision that I'll talk about later as well too. So now let's jump to Business Central. So there's a ton of things in Business Central. Again, you have that same sidecar on the side where you can ask questions that will give you answers to that. It has this reconciliation feature where it will do bank reconciliation or financial reconciliation for you using Copilot and find what might be out of whack between your invoices that you have or what you're seeing in your ledger versus what's in your bank. And then the coolest thing that we got a chance to participate in some of the preview on is this order entry. And so what this is emails back and forth. And based on the email that the customer sends, it will actually look into Business Central. And if they said, hey, I want 4 widgets, it will actually look in Business Central and say, okay, we've got 4 widgets available for you. They will be completed in 2 days. We can ship it to you then, and shipping will take 2 days. So it can actually craft all of that for you so that you're ready to respond to your client without having to go and do all the homework on, is this back ordered or is this available and can we send it out right away? And then that just automatically happens in your email based on the connection that it has with Business Central. But then when you go back into Business Central, you can see all those emails that went back and forth. So you can see what's going on. You can see how it's in the bottom there, it's creating a sales quote. So that quote can be created automatically as well too. So this is really part of that vision of an autonomous ERP where all of the activity or most of the activity is happening outside of the ERP, and it's be able to send via email or Teams or prepare reports for you just in your native product that you would be using, as opposed to you having to spend all of your time in the ERP system.